Hi everyone, this is Caitlin Breen. Welcome to my third question and answer video talking about Elliott Jackson's book, Hey God, We Need Answers, channeling the source of all things, God energy. I wanted to talk today about a very serious topic that is becoming more and more concerning in the world, and especially in the United States where I live. It's the topic of mass shootings. And within this question about mass shootings is also a question about natural disasters. So if we read the question someone sent into source, when will the world get more peaceful and mass shootings and disasters end? Mass shootings will not end on your planet. They will occur from time to time until man is no more. Even when the mass consciousness changes significantly, lower vibrational angels will still influence some of you to harm yourself and others. As for disasters, as long as your species build where such things occur and do not take the steps necessary to prevent them or protect your species from them, they will occur. A related question is there a reason for natural disasters? Source's answer is yes. The reason is that you live on Earth. Your Earth is always changing and will continue to change. So in light of recent events in California for mass shootings and for natural disasters that have occurred recently with Hurricane Dorian in the Bahamas and in the southeastern United States, I know that currently the Amazon rainforest is on fire and a lot of Australia is on fire. A lot of us are getting worried. We're getting concerned. Is this ever going to stop? Are we ever going to know peace on this planet? Are we ever going to be able to live without fear of being caught in a tornado or in a hurricane or an earthquake, or be able to just live our lives and go out and go shopping or go to a concert and not worry about being shot down by some person that has become overcome with, low intentions and low thoughts? Unfortunately, the answer is no. It is a symptom of us living on this planet. It is a symptom of us being susceptible to lower vibrational influence when we allow ourselves to be. As I touched on in my last video, there are things called lower vibrations that can and do affect us, the way we think, the way we behave towards our others, in very real ways with very real consequences. In order to explain what lower vibrations are, you need to understand that angels exist. All of us living here, every single thing that you can point to and look at, we all decided to leave the oneness, so to speak, and become manifestations. We chose to do this so that we can experience the all-knowingness that we have, because without experience, you really don't truly know anything. Other portions of us in the oneness chose to not become manifestations, but chose to become angels. The purpose of angels is to assist all manifestations during whatever lifetime it is living, to assist it with perspective and with creating and with showing others that during their manifestations they have different choices that they can make. Angels to support and assist and guide us. They are, most of them, unconditional love and have unconditional love for us. Their purpose is to assist us in whatever ways that we need them to. There are some angels who chose to leave their post and partake in more human pleasures, such as excessive food or drinking or sex. Upon discovering this, many of them decided they wanted to continue doing this. They did it more and more and more until finally very real consequences started happening on our planet. Human angel offspring came to be. They're called Nephilim. They were gigantic creatures. Most of them were extremely destructive, and they were bringing our planet to the brink of destruction. So Source in the oneness chose for the first and only time to interfere with free will and assist us with eradicating these beings, because it would have destroyed our planet and our human race. There was a great flood in certain areas, and that knocked the majority of them out. Information was also given to certain others on our planet to assist them in destroying the creatures that were not knocked out by the flood. In addition to that, lower vibrations were then prevented from ever manifesting in the physical again on our plane of existence. Higher vibrational angels are still able to manifest, but only for a very short amount of time and only in cases of emergency to assist us. These lower vibrational angels who were manifesting in the physical on our planet and partaking in our human pleasures are now no longer able to do so. That means they're really upset about it. They're jealous of us and our ability to continue doing that. They want nothing good for us. They do not want to help us. They do not want to care for us. They only want for us to lower our vibrations enough to allow them to affect us in ways that are not in the highest good for ourselves and others. They do this through thought transference. They will whisper to us. They attempt to get us to act in ways that will harm ourselves and harm others. They attempt to get us to have nightmares, to partake in excessive eating, excessive drinking, excessive sexual interactions. They try to convince us that we are not of love and light, that there is something wrong with us, that we are not beautiful. They try to influence some to take control over others. They try to make us believe that we are not all one, that we are not all equal, that there is separation from us and from God, which is not the case. Individuals who choose to carry out mass shootings and school shootings, different things like that, are under the influence of a lot of lower vibrational angels. They are sick in a way. They're not sick in the way where they can go to a doctor and get better, but they're spiritually sick and they need the compassion and the love and the assistance of others around them who are at a high vibration in order to get better. Unfortunately, the way our society is set up today, especially in the United States, most of our judicial system is based in crime and punishment, and that's the way it's set up, and it's not very good for people who need this help. But it's important to remember that in the eyes of Source, God, there is no good, there is no evil. There only are decisions that are in the highest good or the not highest good for ourselves and for others. And unfortunately, these individuals who carry out mass shootings are making decisions that are not in the highest good for themselves or for anyone else on the planet. Because of the way humans are and because of the insistence on lower vibrations to affect us, there are always going to be some individuals who allow their vibrations to dip so low that they can be influenced in a way that could cause mass destruction like that. Things that you can do to help others and help yourself from preventing that from happening are to keep your vibration as high as you can. Rise with the mass consciousness. Take care of your fourfold being. You are mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional. You must take care of your body. You must take care of yourself. Do exercise, cardio 3 times a week, 30 minutes at least each time. Meditate 10 minutes a day, every day. Meditation connects with your inner source, with yourself, and it allows you to hear guidance and high vibrational advice from our angel guides and from Source. It is important to pray every day out loud to Source to establish that connection and to inform the universe of what your desires are with the highest intention that you can. It is important to take your vitamins, your supplements. I explained what those are in my previous video. It is important to remember that you are beautiful. It would be a good idea to say in the mirror every single day, I am beautiful. Because when you forget about how beautiful you are and you start thinking of yourself as less than, then you start looking beyond yourself for reasons why that could be. You start to perhaps blame others for the reason why you don't have things that you believe you should have. And that can cause anger and resentment which can lead to dangerous consequences. In order to assist others that are under lower vibrational influence, it is extremely important to pass no judgment on them. Let them know that you support them and believe in them. They need to hear that out loud. I believe in you. If you live with someone like this and your intention is to maintain a high vibration, it would be a good idea, if at all possible, to leave that situation and love and help them from afar. They cannot be helped if you are not keeping your vibration up as well. And the best way that you can help others is to keep your vibration as high as you can. Assist others in doing the things that I have described in order to raise their vibration. Another thing we can do is releasing the resentments and the emotions that no longer serve us through either writing out in a release letter or through crying. Those are the two best ways to release any emotion that does not serve you, by writing or typing things out or crying. Release letters are super helpful, where you write a letter to someone, you say everything that you wish you could say to them in person. You go to a place that is sacred to you, and then you read it out loud and you burn it. You release the ashes into the air, and you pray to Source and to your high vibrational angels to assist you with releasing these emotions that you wish to release. That can do wonders for releasing resentments and for cleaning up the distracting negative thoughts that occur in your mind, in addition to meditation, which also help clean up the thoughts in your mind that distract you throughout the day, distract you from your purpose, distract you from being the highest vibrational being that you possibly can. When it comes to natural disasters, just a fact of our planet and the way that its weather patterns are set up, it's just going to happen. Some areas of the planet are just going to experience extreme weather events, and unless we take steps to move places where these don't happen or put precautions in place that will protect us, damage is going to come to human life and to human property. Things that we should do, that Source has recommended in their books, are to move inland as much as we can. There's going to be massive flooding in our future, in our Earth's future, and we need to be prepared for that. Living on the beach and living on the coast is not a good idea anymore, unfortunately, sadly. There will be more tsunamis in our coastal areas. We need to build seawalls that are at least 7,100 feet tall, because there will be tsunamis that are going to be that big. We should move away from fault lines. We need to stop building on areas that are seismically unsafe and unstable. One thing that is incredibly effective is prayer. Prayer in numbers is extremely effective in assisting those who are in the midst of natural disasters. When we pray for those and for areas of our planet that are being affected by natural disasters, there is so much good that can come from that. It can cause weather patterns to disperse quicker than they might normally have done. It can cause monetary and human aid to reach these places faster than they might typically have done. It can cause more people to volunteer and be inspired to volunteer than might otherwise have happened. It can help people stay alive and stay safe. Through our intention and our prayer and our high vibrational work, we can still assist the planet and assist others in assisting the planet. It's important that we also can pray for our Earth, pray to calm our Earth's waters, pray to calm our Earth's extreme weather patterns. The Earth does respond to our assistance and is affected by us, though not in a majorly significant way. The one thing that all of our nations truly need to come together and be more at peace is love. We must love ourselves before we can love others. It starts with us. It starts within. We must do these things that will take care of ourselves, our bodies, our minds, and our spirits, and our emotions in order to have a hope of assisting anyone else. When we love ourselves, we become more compassionate and empathetic towards others, which fosters better relationships between us, between our nations, between our different cultures, between all sorts of people. The way that we love ourselves and the way that we love others has a dramatic influence on the quality of our lives. We must have courage and be brave enough to do what is hard, to become vulnerable with ourselves, to face our negative emotions, our demons, so to speak, that we all have within us, and to heal from those things. It is imperative to our survival. If there are people in your life who you find difficult to deal with or to be around, or people whom you feel have wronged you in some way, or who are wronging others that you care about, the best thing you can possibly do is to send those people love. Send them pure, unconditional love from your heart. Recognize that people will only behave and do and say things based on the vibration that they're at and based upon the information that they have received and accepted at that time. There is no other way for any of us to behave or to exist. When you realize that and accept that as truth within your being, you really can understand where anybody is coming from and really can allow yourself to unconditionally love even the so-called worst people in our society. We all have the capacity to change at any moment, and we should never give up on people. That does not mean that we should not create boundaries that are healthy for ourselves. That does not mean that we should put ourselves in harm's way or subject ourselves to mistreatment that lowers our vibration, because that is not good for us and it is not good for our others. We all individually and especially collectively have the power to change the world for the better. The Beatles were right. Love is all you need. I love you all, and I'll see you next week.